Tell me about yourself. Where were you born and raised?
Here in Ballard. I'm 50 years old, and I've been here all my life, so I don't know anything really outside of Ballard.
Well, tell me about growing up. Who raised you?
My mom.
Any brothers or sisters in there?
6. Too many. Too many brothers. All brothers.
All brothers. And where are you in that lineup?
I'm the second to the oldest, so there's one boy bigger than me, and then they're all younger.
And what did you guys do for fun growing up? All you 6 kids.
Not really, I don't know. Just hung out, I guess. Did kid stuff, ran around. Played in sticker bushes, stuff like that.
And what was the dynamic and energy of the household? I guess it's busy.
Alcoholic, drug addict.
Oh.
That was the main. Yeah.
You're referring to your mom?
Yeah. Anybody who was at our house. Yep. Everybody was a drinker or drug addict.
And when you say everybody?
Everybody at our house.
Who was your siblings or who else?
Numerous other people, babysitters or whatever. I don't know. I didn't know very many people.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to school. I got my GED. I had a baby when I was 16 and got my GED after that. So that was good.
Tell me about having your child. What was that like? I have a couple kids, so
yeah.
I know the
way good.
The feeling and just
keeps
miracle.
you out of trouble.
Yeah.
It's really good. I'm glad I only had one though.
Well, at 16, you have a new baby, and you're raising this baby.
Yeah.
In that environment, in that house.
Yeah. My mom would drink 6 months on and 6 months off, so it's kind of crazy, but so I'd let her watch my son for 6 months out of the year and not watch him for 6 months out of the year. Stupid. But I don't know. I can't trust her drinking. Yeah. I don't know. But then I did good. I got a house cleaning job, and I house cleaned from the time I was 18 until I was, I don't know, 40 or 42 or something.
Nice.
And then, I don't know what went on. I left my boyfriend, and my life fell apart. And I've been like this ever since, so I don't know. Something weird must have came into Seattle.
Tell me more about that process. When you were working and doing your cleaning job, were you housed?
Yeah, I had my own apartment. When I was 17, we took me to the welfare office and got me a welfare check, and I went to school. So I just stayed in school until when I was 18. I worked sneaking working and receiving welfare. And then by the time I was 24 years old, I think, welfare had said, look, we know you're working, and so you guys are going to have to pay her cash, or pay her with the money being deducted out of her pay, and then we'll give her the difference, if any at all. And so, but then I just stopped with that too. Welfare is just too much hassle.
Yeah. Too much. It took too much time and headache. I don't know.
Well, my Native American boyfriend Tony, he took good care of me, and so when I worked, my money was more like our play money, and his money was more like our bill money. So everything worked out better when we were together. But
yeah, there's a double income.
Yeah, way better. But then we split up.
And at this time, was your child with you guys?
Yeah. But he was older, like 13 or something. 14. Really loud.
It's really loud. When you mentioned when you're 40, you split up with this person?
Yeah.
And things kind of...
I've been out here for 18 years.
18 years.
Yeah, being homeless.
Danielle's a long time.
It is, but there's, his ex-girlfriend, Shawlee, is using my identity And so are all these other people. So it's really shitty. And I don't want to be a cop. I don't want to call the cops on everybody all the time, but I may have to. I don't know. I never done anything wrong in my life, so I don't know. I mean, I don't even have a credit card. I don't even have my savings account. I only had it that way. Or my checkings account, I only had it that way because it was a cheaper way to have a bank account. I didn't use checks. So I don't know. I don't know much.
Yeah, well, I like to tell people stories because a lot of people don't understand, like, how do people become unhoused and homeless?
Yeah.
And a lot of people think, oh, they chose to do this, or they have there's a lot of myths.
Yeah, no.
And so I'm curious about...
My mom passed away, and that was the only person I was ever close to. And so when she passed away, right when she died, I got with Tony.
Okay.
I mean, like days, like 5 days after she died, I was seeing him. So I moved him into the place. I lived with my mom for a minute, so it was just hard. I don't know. I didn't know how much I loved my mom till she was gone. Yeah, I don't know. Sure, I'm glad I only had one kid, though.
How did it happen? What was the transition like of being housed to unhoused?
An eviction process was all it was. I went and stayed in a trailer at a trailer park in Lake City, and that didn't work out. So, because my brothers were hazing me, it's like they weren't themselves. I don't know what got into my family members. They weren't very good to me. I think they're using my identity too, and they're lying to me about it, so it sucks. Oh well.
And this all just took place in Ballard, right here?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Everything. So weird.
Yeah.
And they don't even live in Ballard.
Well, in your 18 years, you've probably seen a ton of change.
Yeah, I have.
What sticks out to you?
I don't like Ballard anymore. Now I really don't like Ballard anymore. Now I could leave it because it's changed so much. I used to think I could never leave Ballard, but it's so gross here now.
Yeah, what ways has it changed your perspective?
Just all the buildings, all the people. There shouldn't be this many people here. I mean, when you think about it, you got water surrounding you all the way around. We'd be the sunken city is what we would be. There's no way you could have all these heavy buildings and all these cars and people here. We would be sunk. It's just not plausible. So crazy.
Well, you touched a little bit on your current situation. You said you don't even have a tent.
Yeah.
Where are you staying tonight?
Oh, just wherever I end up staying. Or I stay over at my friends at the Nyers apartments, or I don't know. I have a little tent now, but it's just a one-man tent and it's a pop-up thing. But I was at Safeway on Crown Hill and I was stationary and I stayed there for some guy changed that. That was really stupid. I don't know why they'd want to move everybody around. Why wouldn't they just give somebody, I don't know, it doesn't make sense that you'd want to move. I don't even have ID right now, and I don't have any way to get ID right now. I don't know why you want people without proper identification to be just shipped around and pushed around. Doesn't make sense.
Within that pushing and shifting, has anyone offered you housing or shelters or anything?
Oh, sure, when they have to. I noticed they did that with them. They never wanted to give them any housing or shelter at all, and then now that they're all right here, and now everybody sees them, now they have to sacrifice giving them housing. It's really sick. Because within 3 months, they won't do anything to change your situation. They just put you right back out here again. It's really terrible. And the reason why we do drugs is because the government came to us when we were way, way younger and made us sign a contract with them that we had agreed that we would have to take the drugs that we're supposed to be taking, and depending on what they are and stuff. And they're trying to make this methadone program float through on us, and we're not going to tolerate it. There was a different thing than methadone. It wasn't called methadone that they used to give them. But nobody knows where those documents are, I guess, so I don't know. It's really shitty. It's really, really shitty. I don't know what to do.
You talked to your child?
Nope, I haven't talked to him in 5 years. He said I'm crazy and I embarrass him, so he won't talk to me.
And how old is he by now?
Should be 35, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
And is he too in Ballard still?
No, I don't know where he...
Gotcha.
Lake Stevens, I think he lives. I don't know, he has kids. Yeah. A lot of craziness.
Danielle, one last question I like to ask before we wrap up. Is there anything you'd want the people of Seattle to know?
They should try some compassion.
Tell me more.
They just should try compassion. It's hard to say if the shoe is on the other foot. People can't really understand that, but if they try a little compassion, it would certainly help everyone everywhere. People get houses all the time and they think they got a killer deal, but they know that their deed to their house is not an authentic one. Does it seem too good to be true? Why don't you go report it? There's really a house underneath the ground of that house with people inside, and they're dying under the ground there. But you don't care because you got a good deal on their property, on their house. You don't try compassion when they're out here homeless, or when they're prostituting, or drug addict. Nobody cares. They're gonna care. It's a revolving door. Everything is a revolving door. No matter what, negative, positive, it doesn't matter. So in a minute, I'm gonna be housed in my house that was authentically mine before I even got born. And all of you people that are housed right now are gonna go homeless. And we're gonna spit on you. The only thing is we're gonna be working with compassion. That is compassion. That's where compassion is. There's a different word after compassion. They'll deserve it. Wait until your kids are out here, 10 years old, strung out on drugs, prostituting to get them. Just having people stare at them and yell at them. And it's terrible. So terrible.
Danielle, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
It's good to hear your voice.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll grab that little mic.